Lloyd, I'm trying to choose my words.
Shit, you should have been able to write the fucking song by now.
We need to have a jingle. We'll talk. 3 lonely bunkhouse boys, alone together at a poker table. They love each other dearly, but they have no idea what an egg scramble is. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. All right, now. Gentlemen.
Come on. I'm getting married.
Yeah, I've been wondering what's up with you lately.
I need a best man.
What would Lloyd's bachelor party for Rip look
I
like?
think he would be in the bunkhouse just like pinning up like one ribbon, you know, standing on a stool with like the spikes in his mouth and like extra beer. And just be so proud of himself.
Yeah, and it would be like the same bunkhouse, right?
But like
Just
nothing is
the same,
different.
Just one little
And he's
weird
just-
ribbon. And it's like a,
You know what I mean?
rain.
That would
It's
be
not
it.
even actually a ribbon, it's just rain. It's the reins from the horse.
Yeah,
And he just
everyone
ties them
walks
up.
in and he's like,
I think that's what it
you
would
said
be.
you handled it. He's like,
Yeah, I did. But like Rips gets to sit on like a saddle.
It's your life with her.
Cheers.
are we gonna see the wedding? Is it gonna be a small, intimate affair, or is it gonna be a giant party where the whole world is at?
I think we're not even gonna be there.
I think we're catering.
Gator is invited.
For sure.
Gator.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Grilled octopus.
Pass me the potatoes.
We have a whole crew that we're
Just
gonna go in. I
matching
think we'll
white
all-
shirts.
Yeah, with the little
cuffs.
Y
Yeah,
brand
no
kind of
coats,
thing.
just
no
a
coats.
cummerbund and
And I noticed on Twitter, trending lately, the fans are getting hashtag BEP trending.
Oh,
Hashtag BEP.
how do you spell that?
B-E-P. Hashtag BEP trending. Hashtag BEP. Hashtag BEP. Everybody's trying to, the producers are telling me to try to get hashtag BEP trending. Hashtag BEP. They're holding up a sign that says
stop.
hashtag BEP.
No,
Do you want me to use that?
that actually says stop.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah.
I'm not wearing my glasses. Who is Beth's maid of honor? Also Lloyd?
I don't have any friends, but should I make one?
she doesn't have any friends.
Well, she connects towards the end of episode, or season 2, she sort of connects with Monica a little. They have that really
Yeah, I
moving
think
scene in
Monica
the
would be
store.
it, right?
I'm a kind soul.
Or Angela Blue Thunder.
We find ourselves on the same side. Well, this could be interesting.
Yeah, I think Beth would choose something really weird, like Casey to be her, you know, bro of honor.
You want a barn dance or something?
Maybe before then, we'll see Teeter and Colby's wedding, hashtag Keeter, hashtag Tolby.
I like Toby better than.
Tolby is killer. Who's your best man? Who's Colby's best man? Dang, let's fucking go there.
You can choose whoever you want. Don't feel pressured to...
For sure, man.
Well, yeah, especially
just some random dude
Well, yeah,
that
I
we've
don't
never...
e- Yeah, I wouldn't even
You're
know
like, you know
because
my friend Carl?
Yeah,
Like,
because the question
never
wasn't
met
really
him.
asked towards
I don't
me,
know
so
who
I don't
that
really
is.
know how to answer that.
But if you had to
question,
pick right now,
because I
if you had to
just-
pick right now and nobody's emotional
Well, I
well-being
didn't
was
have a
hanging in
chance
the
to like look at
balance.
the paper, and I don't know, and that's kind of weird, right? Like I don't know. 'Cause
Kinda.
Maybe I'm not getting married. I don't know.
Kind of weird.
Right? It's kind of weird that I'm not getting married. I mean, like we
No.
said.
Okay, after that, I think I feel pretty safe saying that at Jimmy and Mia's wedding, hashtag Mimi, hashtag Gia, Ryan would be Jimmy's best man.
Get out of town. Thank you for saying so, making a commitment to me.
This is a betrayal, and I don't think I
That's legally binding.
That is,
want to be here
you
anymore.
got paxed.
Dang, this is what the betrayal feels like.
Oh yeah, dude, you're never gonna trust again.
That's okay. That's fine.
Well, he's supposed to be dead.
Every time we have a wonderful thing happen, like, you know, we're gonna get married, let's go celebrate. Of course, then we open the door for something horrible to happen. So we get the benefit of getting Mr. Bingham back on our show, but then we have to deal with Rip seeing him and dredge up everything that happened from the last season. And we have to remember what he did that gave him his death sentence, which was what specifically do you think? Was it his dalliance with Beth or his refusal to follow orders? Why was he sentenced to death?
I think it's his refusal to follow orders exacerbated by his dalliance
Okay.
with Beth.
You know, he has a real horse whisperer, huh?
Yeah, he is something.
Over and over again, Rip gives him an ultimatum, and over again, Walker steps over that line.
You're gonna live up to the brand, or I'm gonna fucking take it back, you hear me?
Rip, I think, has actually, by Rip standards, shown Walker tremendous mercy and
Anyway, yeah.
patience. There were so many times that Cole Hauser wanted to kill Walker.
Take your fucking heart out through your throat, Walker. I'll shove that little fucking knife up your ass.
Nicole Hauser would be like, you know what? Fuck, I think I would kill him.
Right.
Keep your whining mouth shut.
And it was so fascinating to see him having to then navigate, giving him one more chance, until finally, I think those violations sort of piled up.
You dead? You're about to be.
I agree with you. I think a lot of it is not only does he not follow orders, but on top of all that, he touched somebody that you're not allowed to touch in Rip's eyes.
I got a fondness for the farmer's daughter.
And I think that was, like, obviously the straw that broke the camel's back.
We've been talking all season about this idea of, like, Western justice, right? This, like, sort of black and white, yes or no way of problem solving. Walker wears the brand.
I ain't gonna break the law for you, Rip.
You should have thought of that before you took the brand.
As soon as he refuses Rip once,
With that brand on.
that's it. You get one chance with that brand. We saw what happened to Fred, right? Fred hit a branded man.
That was
He's
it.
gone. When it comes to that brand,
That's
that
all
is
he cares about. That's the
absolute for
line.
him.
So would you say that you're Team Rip or Team Walker?
This goes down. We gotta pick sides. Definitely Team Rip
Okay.
for Ryan.
I really admire Casey's stance on the whole thing. It seems like over and over again, Casey is also
Casey.
kind of
Well,
wrestling with that idea of Western justice. Like, Casey has committed terrible violence. Casey has killed people. But he says, I think in season 3, he says, but I'm not a murderer.
I'm always in a position where I need to kill or be killed.
And he sort of steps in to try to advocate for reason in a context where reason has sort of gone out the window.
Right.
For JD and for Rip, justice is absolute and it's final and there's no gray room.
Right.
And Casey is trying to run the Dutton Ranch in a different way.
Right.
I'm just trying to do things a little different, that's all.
Yeah, me too.
So you're saying that you're Team Rip
But yeah,
based off of that, and you're Team Casey?
Team Casey, team moderation, all things in moderation.
I gotta do it my way.
I'm definitely not Team Walker because I don't even know where he falls in the line of all this. I definitely think doing nothing is not the answer.
Hell, give me something to do, Rip. I'll do it.
I appreciate what Casey is trying to do, but I think that the way that things are escalated, you don't have time while all these things are happening to then sit back and try to find the gray area. I don't always agree with Rip's way of doing things, but at least things get done.
I'm gonna show you how to get rid of problems so they don't become new problems.
Why don't you just go ahead and get the fuck off our ranch?
Oh, it's your ranch now, is it?
I obviously wasn't there. What was that? I've only heard about the
Yeah, we're
tank
just-
and you was freezing and you were in the water. And
Well, we shot half of it. We shot most of it in the actual creek itself, where our camp was. That creek that was right there. We were in there the entire time. And then we shot the pickups in the tank, like the actual stomping on. But we were actually had to be in the water, and the horses came in, and they stomped all around our bodies while we're holding our breath underwater. Then we had to, like, at the end, be like, okay, and then when you feel the water get still, just stay there and then float down the creek a little bit, and then we can cut. And so then you're sitting there going, this is a lot to take in because it's like the water's super cold and you're going in, your adrenaline's pumping. So you just kind of get into this crazy action sequence, and then it's all done and you're just holding your breaths, floating down the creek. But again, like you said, it was like, if you're willing to go after like ranch hands to prove a point, what is it that you're not willing to do? I feel like when you have somebody like a teeter
Say no free titties, ho.
that comes into the show and never has any like real mean bone in her body, just somebody that's just having fun and enjoying themselves.
You want to go skinny dipping?
Skinny dipping. And they're able to just take their horses, kick her down into the ground and stomp her to death. I would think that the audience should go, yeah, they're worthy of whatever comes to them.
They will condemn this land, and what remains of the ranch will be taken from you until the ranch is whittled down to its least valuable parts. Then you'll die.
the lineage now, where are we going as a family in terms of, all this, everything we're enduring to keep the ranch. All of a sudden, Tate becomes the only, the one. How far are we willing to take this at this point?
Right.
Because what if we could lose it all and have it all to give to nothing?
There will be no way for Casey, and certainly not Tate, to make a living from it.
Beth got into it, and she was like, listen, dude, sell. We're out. You're done. We're going to lose. And still, John is like, you don't get it.
I
can't sell it.
Yeah, Mike, man, you're betting big.
Really up against it.
There's the sort of a line that stuck with me in season 2 when the reporter says, hey, this isn't a kingdom. Your dad's not a king.
Right.
Because I think this also begs the question, like, what is family?
Right.
Right? Like, Rip, in season 2, John Dutton says that Rip is his son.
You call me a son.
Yes, Tate is the only, like, blood
Right.
sort of descendant of this line of emperors. But I think Lloyd would die to protect the ranch. Doesn't that
Right.
mean he's family? I think
Well,
that these guys have put their lives on the line time and again to protect the ranch. Doesn't that mean that
Does
they're
that count
family?
for something? When Tate does get kidnapped, like if something happened to him, it's kind of like, well, then where do you turn to next?
I think it reinforces how important the bloodline is.
Yeah.
No matter who, even Rip, even Lloyd, if you are not of that flesh specifically, that's really the only thing that counts.
You're the only person that doesn't benefit when I'm gone. You do it for me.
Yes, sir. And I always will.
But you look at these other figures. Like Rainwater isn't fighting for his immediate family, right? For his nuclear family. He's fighting for his tribal family. There's a different sense of identity. John Dutton, it is a sort of like monarchic lineage, right? It's John Dutton's dad to John Dutton to Casey to Tate. There's so many other ways of organizing a family, and there's so many other ways of organizing a sense of identity. And I think that's one of the fascinating collisions on the show.
Our grandfathers camped right here for 10,000 years. Then John Dutton's grandfather built a house on it, called it theirs.
What are they doing?
I think they call that coveting in the Bible.
John Dutton is saying, this is for my kid.
Yeah.
And Rainwater is saying, this is for my people.
And I love that because it makes all of your decisions are so different because of that. You take the same situation and you just say, okay, but your scenario is for the tribe and for all of these other families that make up, and one is for just your family.
Yeah.
We want the same thing for very different reasons.
This is what the show's about.
That's what it looks
This
like.
is what we're doing today. This is what they're doing. We're going to continue doing it. Be aware. And I think the audience knows that too.
Please don't let pride factor into this decision. It's just too big.
No pride, honey. It's just, I made a promise, and I'd rather lose it than break it.